You know that in some forms of fundamentalism, the theology takes the form of end-time thinking, in which nuclear holocaust is in a very dubious theological way bound up with biblical prophecy, especially from the book of Revelation, the New Testament, though there are Old Testament passages in the book of Daniel as well. And the argument in the theology of this end-time theology goes that the nuclear holocaust is being sent by God or being permitted by God as a way, as a vehicle for the Armageddon-like struggle and the second coming of Jesus. And of course, this won't be a surprise to what many of you have heard as expressed in various related ways by different cults. But in our interviews with fundamentalists, we find that the rank and file of people whom we talk to can't fully accept that theology. They know they should if they're to stay fundamentalists in good standing in their various groups. But something closer to the truth of nuclear holocaust has made its way through, and they go through a very painful struggle between their ideological self and their humane self. The humane self being against nuclear holocaust and horrified by it, the ideological self seeing it as necessary. They then become stuck in their own death anxiety, because in any of this work there is an interaction of three very important elements. End time, which is originally a mystical notion of realization of the second coming or means of that realization. Nuclear annihilation, which is not just mass death, but a certain kind of total wiping out of humankind and other species. And third, individual death. And because these fundamentalists are unable to harmonize these elements and accept the theology, they're stuck with considerable death anxiety, which they bring to the whole process.